Hey, Sam Becky, welcome to this video. Now today I'm going to cover something that I'm really passionate about. The reason is that a lot of people that I talk to on a regular basis, they're kind of in this position where you've done a lot of research, you've done a lot of reading online, you know a lot of things, you know how to do online marketing, for example, maybe you know how to do a bit of copywriting, maybe you've read a few books on how to get leads or launch your business online, and you're asking the question, what do I do with this now? How do I actually go out and start making money with this knowledge that I have? Or maybe you've got a particular subject that you're really interested in, and you've been wanting to get out into the marketplace more. And you're thinking, how do I get out there? How do I get my message out there? Well, if I was starting again in 2024, here is how I would do it. Now, first, when I started online, the way that I started online was that I used to work in a call center. So I was actually in a call center, an outbound call center in Auckland, New Zealand. And I was doing calls for a telephone company. I don't know if it still exists, Telstra Clear. And we were doing calls outbound calls, trying to basically sell our services. And it wasn't going very well. I wasn't very good at selling. So I was making all of these calls, and then it became quite clear that I was soon going to be let go. So then I decided, well, what can I do? I've got this list of businesses. I have been learning about online marketing. I had been taking multiple courses on online marketing. I had recently purchased and put myself into debt purchasing a Ryan Deiss course on how to build a membership website. And this was maybe 15 to 18 years ago. And then I thought, well, I need to do something. So I took a couple of the names and I decided to give a call to some of these businesses to advertise my own services. So I picked a couple of businesses that looked like they had potential. I called them up and I said, hey, I'm looking at your website. I think that I think it's great. I think it's really cool what you're doing with the business. It looks really successful. But there's a few things that I think that I could help to introduce to your business to make it even better. And I didn't know what it was doing. So I just basically have a big spiel about what I could do for these businesses. And I found one business that wanted to work with me. And then after that, after working with that business for a bit and getting paid on a regular basis, I got fired about a day later after getting hired as a consultant for this company. And then I worked with them and we had some great success. I was able to roll out those different improvements. I was able to test a lot of the knowledge that I had. And through that process, I was then able to jump into other client and other consulting work as well, which got bigger and bigger and bigger until I think it was between 6 months and a year of starting my consulting business, I was earning 6 figures. So it can happen very quickly. And part of the reason was that I was able to accelerate my results because I wasn't starting from a zero base. So I was actually starting from working with a business that was already relatively successful. They just hadn't thought of some of the things that I wanted to implement. They weren't, marketers. They weren't learning this stuff online. And I was able to help to drastically improve their results within a short period of time, simply using the knowledge that I had and applying it to an already successful business. There's something there that's interesting. So if you're looking to get started right now, one of the things that I would recommend you do is really consider first looking for businesses or looking for people that you can help. And the reason is you've got all this knowledge in your head and there's a lot of businesses there that are already set up. And when you start as a consultant, you're not having to invest a lot of your own money into testing out these different ideas. You've got a business there that has money already. They're generating income. So you can actually earn a lot of money while you learn and make a big impact as a consultant for these companies. So how do you go ahead and do that? Well, what's the first step in starting this process? First of all, I would recommend targeting a specific niche that you have an interest in and some knowledge in. So if you are someone that you've already got knowledge in a particular industry, maybe you would actually want to start branching out into that particular industry that you have and starting to look for people that you could actually work with within that industry as a marketer or as someone who is a consultant who could help them with their marketing. You don't have to do it like I did it. You don't have to charge up front right away. What you can do is you can first of all start from a place of working for free for a couple of these businesses, trying a couple of things out, getting testimonials in, just delivering results, looking to help out. And then through that, you'll start getting referrals. And referrals are going to be where most of your business as a consultant should come from if you are doing well and you're getting results. Now, unlike when I started, now you have some great potential. You can actually use social media in some fantastic ways to help you to get the word out about what you're doing. So while you're actually looking for a business, or while you're actually working with the business, you can update to social media the progress, what you're learning, what you are doing for this business, what results they're getting. And you can start spreading the word about that. And what you'll find is you'll start to attract other businesses, if you are talking about that particular topic or in a particular niche, that'll start being interested in what you have to say. And all you need to do to get businesses joining you on this journey and paying you money as a consultant is to then give them an opportunity to do that. So as you're helping these businesses these days, I didn't do this, but you can do this now. As you're helping these businesses, update to social media and let them know what you're doing, what you're learning, what you're studying, what challenges you're facing, what you're overcoming, and update on a regular basis. So as you're doing that process, then you can invite those businesses or invite followers of yours to reach out to you. You can ask them, invite them to DM you and let you know that they're interested in your services, or you could say, hey, I'm looking to take on 2 more clients. If you are someone that has an interest in working with me, and you've been following me in my journey helping these other businesses, then go ahead and let me know. They'll DM you, and then from that you can choose which businesses you think have the most potential for you to help. Schedule a call with them, talk to them, and then let them know how much it's going to cost in order for them to work with you. So there's a lot of potential that you can kind of launch from, but one of the great things about this process and following this process is it's really, really simple. It doesn't require, much admin. There's not much to juggle. You don't need a team to do any of this. You can start from scratch yourself, and you can start working with these businesses, looking as a consultant at how their business is growing, what strategy they're doing, and taking the information you've been learning online and applying it to these businesses in an effective way. So for example, if you were interested right now in communities, what businesses could you find that could benefit from setting up a community? And how would you advertise that to those subscribers that the business already has, or those customers the business already has? How would you incentivize them to become part of that community? And how then, through that community, are you going to provide that business with a vehicle to make even more money? So there's a few questions you can answer there. We'll cover this more in future videos. If you want to find out more about this, make sure you subscribe. Consulting is, I believe, the very best place to start if you are looking right now. If you're confused about what path to take, consulting, I would highly recommend consulting as a first step, because once you get some experience in consulting, once you start working with a few businesses, as I did, then you can get experience, you can test out what works, and then when you're ready, you can then move in and start your own business online. And then you've got all of this other knowledge, all of this other experience that you've had through working with other businesses that you can then apply into your own business. And you didn't have to pay for any of it. In fact, you got paid throughout the whole process. But if you started with your own business, you started doing this by yourself right away, there are challenges you're going to come up against that, it's useful to have some experience. It's useful to be able to leverage some of that experience you've got from those past businesses you've worked with. That's going to help to fast track your results when you are ready to actually go out by yourself and do that. So hopefully that gives you a bit of a background about that. And if you are interested in finding out more about becoming a consultant or any of the information that I've covered here, please let me know below. This came out of someone actually posting in one of the comments on my videos, and I wanted to cover this topic because of that. So if you have an interest in consulting or you have questions that are on your mind after this video, please post them below and I'll make a follow-up video about it if I see some patterns or there's some really good questions that come out. All right, talk soon.